This is the story of a woman who became one of the most important women of her time. She went from being a slave to being in charge of the royal library, and had many other accomplishments as well. This story is of Lubna of Cordoba. Lubna lived in the 10th century AD and was raised in Cordoba, Spain. She was born a Spanish slave girl, but she became famous in the Andalusian court for her wide knowledge of language and grammar. She became the secretary and scribe of Caliph Al-Hakam II, and was in charge of the Royal Library of Cordoba. In a court full of men, this was a spectacular achievement. Lubna collected books, plays, manuscripts, and other writings for the library. She traveled to many cities and countries across North Africa and the Middle East searching for rare books. She was the driving force behind the creation of the famous Library of Medina Azahara, Andalusian Palace City, which held over 500,000 books and manuscripts. Not only did she collect books, but Lubna had the important task of copying and translating difficult texts from Greek to Arabic. This was an impressive achievement for anyone, but even more so because of her difficult beginnings. Lubna was also a prominent mathematician of her time. She could solve complex mathematical problems that others struggled with. Lubna's other talent was poetry. She wrote many poems about life in the palace and her life in particular. She taught local children during her free time, preparing the next generation of intellectuals. It is said Lubna was one of several hundred female intellectuals in Andalusia at the time. This shows the importance of knowledge for both men and women in Andalusia, and that women could also become important intellectual members of society. Lubna's story is a story of talent, hard work, and challenging society's expectations. It doesn't matter whether we are born poor or underprivileged. We can change our destiny through hard work and having even just one person believe in us.